Hello folks, my name is Rich Hart and thank you very much for joining me. Today, from the perspective of this video, I'm going to take you down a business path. I'm going to take you down the business path of tomorrow. In an area that we don't normally talk about already in current value. Today we're going to be talking about the adversities that we face in our business. The adversities in the face of danger when it comes down to our business. And how adversity plays and what we can do to overcome these levels of adversities going forward. One thing I can tell you about our business, folks, itself is not easy. All right, the engagement of what we do, all right, we got past the multiple choice test. It gave us the opportunity to get out in the industry and start doing something with our real estate. But as we found out along the way, it was harder than what somebody says. You can make a lot of money. You can drive people around in your car. You can go see and look at beautiful houses. All right, it's a lot more than that. It's the business perspective of what we do. And those are some of the adversities themselves that we face from going through and chiming in from the business side of what we do. Folks, what I'm going to tell you is that we've seen a lot of change within the last year. And I know we're going to see a lot more disruptive change coming forward. And so that's going to lead us down that path of adversity to say, how are we going to get over some of these adversities themselves that we're facing right now? Whether it would be in prospecting, whether it be in closing transactions, whether it be engaging clients and customers, all right, or whether it's working with any facet of what we do, how are we going to overcome these? A lot of these areas themselves, and I know, and I can tell you true to form, people don't like change. But we're going to see a lot of change out here. And how this change is going to affect what we do as real estate professionals is probably going to be big enough itself to say, do we stay or do we, complete the challenge? And so welcome to the world to overcoming adversities of our business and the changing environments going forward. See, in my upcoming book, we talk about, the upcoming book is called The Focus of One. And within The Focus of One, we talk about those 5 area relationship pieces of focus, all right, and especially looking at focus and how we focus. We know if we focus on a particular task at hand, we know we have a greater level of outcome because we put our full intention, all right, and direction and decision-making process into accomplishing that goal, such as obtaining a real estate license. But one thing I could tell you about the focus is focus to me is an acronym, and I'm a man of acronyms. But the focus to me is the first opportunity that creates unlimited success. Think about that. First opportunity that creates unlimited success in what we do. That's why focus has become a very, very important part of what we do. And so breaking down that whole opportunity level of focus to me was breaking focus down into 5 additional categories. And those categories themselves were broken into leadership and how we work and strive to develop leadership in our real estate business, the level of accountability that we bring in, all right, through the individuals, the opportunities, and the environments which we create. How about the level of performance, all right, that we kind of hinge ourselves to, against, and going forward and wanting to build to. All right, and then we take a look at relationships. And relationships are bound by those 3 most important principles is trust, friendship, and communication. Well, I can tell you, building relationships over the last couple of months has been extremely tough. And different ways themselves are utilizing technology. We've seen a little bit more of the video world. We've seen a little bit more of the webinar world. We've seen a little bit more of the social world and how we interact with that. Some of us folks themselves were able to chime into that real quick. And some of us themselves had a real hard time of developing that relationship to the technology, all right, that bound us to our homes, but still had to open opportunities to reaching out as many people as we possibly can. Remember, maybe if you've seen one of the other segments I've done, going out and meeting 10 people a day, all right, and engaging with 10 people a day. Well, the point itself is that how we're going to keep ourselves fresh and working and developing relationships out there with people. All right, and so those are just one of the adversities themselves we face. Whether we go through leadership and accountability, performance, and relationships, folks, we're going to see adversities. And so I thought it was extremely important to add that 5th element out there is adversity. And adversity to me is just that, is those challenges, choices, decisions that we have to make, not only for ourselves, but for our clients going forward. And what are the things themselves that we could do differently? All right, that's going to see commonality already and not to affect too much of a change that it takes us out of sort And so we can conduct our business going forward to saying, look, even though I have a level of adversity, I'm going to face some challenges, choices, decisions, and definitely a level of change, all right, but I'm going to be able to overcome this. So let's talk about these. Challenges themselves, I think challenges are very easy and very basic out there. When we start talking about challenges is the items and issues themselves we come into contact with or we face and how we overcome those challenges. I believe mentors and working with mentors are going to be extremely important. I believe in working and bringing other individuals themselves into our networks. I believe is extremely important. I believe as we can reduce some of those challenges that we face just by engaging people in what it is we do. All right, and talking about it and giving the opportunity for others individuals to help us. And that's why I believe mentors and mentorship programs and things of this nature are extremely important because it helps us, all right, with some of the challenges we face to talk about them and to really open and engage those. Now, challenges themselves, we're going to constantly see challenges in our business. That's without a doubt. There is no doubt about it, no doubt it, okay, that we're going to see a tremendous amount of challenge in what we do, especially going forward into the new perspective of how we engage our clients and customers through the level of real estate. All right, but the second half of that, from the adversity side, knowing the challenges are going to be evident and they're going to be prevalent in what we do, is the choices. And the choices that we make, the choices that we take, all right, are going to perhaps make the difference. Folks, there's a lot of things themselves that we could do differently. All righty. Have I made many mistakes along the way? You better believe it. And you better believe itself, we've all made mistakes. But those choices themselves we made, hopefully, will correct some position of path on down the line. And the choices themselves we take are going to not only help with what we do in our business structure going forward, all right, but it's going to help with the decisions of our clients and helping with them with the choice making, all right, and how we're going to help them with choices. And those challenges themselves are going to face. How many hats do we wear as real estate professionals? I think we wear a tremendous amount of hats. And I think we're increasing the level of hat wear every day, day in, day out. All right, because there's a lot of different areas themselves we involve ourselves in, all right, from the real estate perspective. I think real estate and a real estate professional, when they really engage in what they're doing, is a very, very unique individual and a unique platform individual for really helping, guiding, working, and developing relationships with people. Okay, so that's going to be great. But when you start taking a look at the challenges and choices, okay, those themselves and those choices themselves that we help with, knowing our field of expertise, the skills, knowledge, tools, and techniques that we bring in is going to be huge and tremendous. Now, we understand, we know there's going to be some challenges. We understand, we know there's going to be some choices. But I can also say we're going to have to make some decisions out of those choices. And hopefully, out of those challenges and choices themselves that we made along the way, the decisions are going to hopefully be a little easier. But it's the decisions themselves we make along the way that's going to what? Perhaps give us an open door opportunity, all right, to coming to a resolution. Adversity, folks, I got to tell you, it's not the easiest thing in the world. And so when we look at those challenges, choices, and decisions for our business going tomorrow, okay, we're going to make some bad decisions. I'm going to tell you. We're going to make some crazy decisions. We're going to make some stupid choices out there. But what can we do to correct those? What's the level of accountability we're going to be bringing in, all right, in order to help change the environment? Folks, I know there are individuals themselves that have some great challenges with adversity, and I know there's other individuals themselves that do very, very well with adversity. But I can tell you this, when it comes down to our business, knowing that it's not easy, through websites, social networks, prospecting, building business, platforms, planning, using technologies, different types of ways and areas themselves we can engage in our business. Code of ethics, fair housing, policies and procedures, rules, regulations, education, marketing, branding. Let me see what else is out there. How about budgeting? All right, there's a whole bunch of things that we really need to be proficient in what we do, and it's going to lend itself to the level of adversities that we still continue to face already in our business. But for those that are persistent, for those themselves that are focused, laser focused, and those that are driven to success, there is, folks, I'm going to tell you, there's a light at the edge of the tunnel. And adversities themselves in the face of danger, and understanding that we're going to go through certain challenges, choices, and decisions along the way that we're going to have to make. Whether they're going to be easy or whether they're going to be difficult, we can know one thing for sure, is that we're going to be all right. And we're going to find a way to really conquer, all right, what it is we really want to accomplish. So as we start to take a look at this, the adversity in the face of danger and the challenging choices we have to make and sell for our business, really take heed to this. Really take a good look at what it is we want to accomplish and how we want to see this. Folks, just know that we're going to see a level of adversity here. And then what we're going to be able to do with that adversity going forward, okay, is really hopefully going to start to change the direction of what it is that we want to accomplish going forward in the future. So, any additional questions themselves on this, I want to thank you very much for joining me today. Take a look at those and really start to put these in the plan and to engage in how you're going to work these through the level of change. Not only that, but perhaps maybe we've seen in the past, but what we're going to see in the future. So, any additional information I can help you out with, please feel free to reach me, 888-966-0878. You can reach us at the studios anytime. And or you can reach us at info@richhart.com. That's info@richhart.com. I'd love to help you. I'm so engaged in this level of real estate education and investment for not only clienteles, but for students and for those who really want to engage in the process. So we can help you along the ways. Please feel free to reach me at any time, and I look forward to talking with you. And other than that, thank you very much for joining me today, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.